inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And to look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
And the starting lineup for Miami, Tyler. And it's Adebayo in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Utah, they've got Sviatoslav Mikhailuk. Yusuf Nurkic is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Keontae George. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 2. This should be a real chess match tonight, Grant. These teams both love to get set up and run their plays.
Yeah, you know, B.A., you got two patient teams who execute on exactly what their coach is drawing up for them. Trusting in ball movement to find their shots is a key.
Here's Sensabaugh. Back to George. Inside, just 5 on the clock. And Markkanen with the stuff.
This is a 7-footer with some big-time vertical. Markkanen makes that look effortless.
Powell serving the D. Back to Mitchell. Hero for 3. Rebounded by Nurkic.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Down low. And Nurkic throws it down.
Boy, that's textbook screen and roll action. You can see why they involve Nurkic in these sets. So savvy.
Hero outside. Pass to Adebayo. Over Nurkic. And he can't bank that one in. Up top, George. Checked by Mitchell. George passes to Nurkic. Here's Mikhailuk. Powell covers. To the middle. It's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Powell. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with the Jazz head coach. Coach brought up the challenges that Bam Adebayo poses on both ends. He told me offensively, Bam doesn't force much. He gets his points within the flow of the offense. He's a great finisher and facilitator. And defensively, he can guard anybody. He might be the most versatile defender in the league. Guys, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Utah shooting their first free throws of this game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls. Lots of stretch bigs in the league, Doris. Lauri Markkanen is one of the best at spacing the floor.
What we know, B.A., is that sweet shooting bigs with the kind of size that Lauri has, a valuable tool in the modern game. Lauri can balance that shooting with his off-the-bounce game. He is the prototypical desired big in the league today.
That one misses. Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player. So it definitely runs in the family.
Well, you love to see Norman Powell be unselfish and find an open teammate. That's pretty.
Mitchell against George. Nurkic, a screen on Wiggins. Inside. And stolen by Adebayo. Outside for Mitchell. Miami moving it around. Adebayo sets a screen. Powell passes to Adebayo. Here's Mikhailuk. Powell covers. Pass to Markkanen. Nurkic against Wiggins, and Mitchell over to help. Here's Sensabaugh. Here's Mikhailuk. The 3 is up. Sensabaugh, no good. Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball.
Jazz ball.
Mitchell against George. Pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Sensabaugh. George sets a screen to the inside. And the jam by George.
Yes, sir. George with the flush.
Heat trail by 4. Outside Adebayo. Hero for 3. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Down low. Here's Sensabaugh. It's good.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
For Miami, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Powell. And there's the lob. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
Oh, my goodness. Great timing on the rejection by Nurkic. Such good defense there.
George against Mitchell. Back to Mikhailuk. And he goes in for the dunk.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Now here's Hero. He's got 6. Knocked away. Oh, George with a steal. To the paint. Powell with a steal. Hero on the wing. Launches it. Sinks the tray. Hero's got 9 points.
Yeah, absolutely no hesitation from Hero. He shoots at will from range.
Pass to Nurkic. Now George. 5 to shoot. The shot off that time. Ooh, solid defense from Mitchell. Kicks it to Hero. Powell outside. Adebayo feeling it out a bit. Pass to Hero. Adebayo sets a screen. And again, it's Miami from deep.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Now here's George. Pass to Sensabaugh. Knocked loose. Powell with a steal. A clear look for Hero. And it's Miami with another. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Heat.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far. Really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense. Forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Pushing it up now. That's good from Powell on the assist by Wiggins.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
On the court is your Heights squad. Fans, the loudest.
A different look here for Utah. Bailey's checked in for Mikhailuk, and it's Collier in for Sensabaugh. And Miami with a change here too. Jaquez is checked in. Here's George. Pass to Collier. Now here's Nurkic to end the drought. And Hero grabs the board. Here's Adebayo. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
The moment Bam gets the ball close in, he's really hard to stop.
Jazz trail by 7. George passes to Nurkic. And here's George. Pass to Bailey. Utah moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Collier. The Jazz again can't hit. And so it's Wiggins with it. He brings it up for Miami. Now here's Hero. Puts it up. Powell's shot is off. The Jazz have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Here's Collier. Now Markkanen. Nurkic to screen on Wiggins. Markkanen misses. Pass to Wiggins. And they call an illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
The Heat making a switch here. Larson's checked in. And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here. Love's checked in. Miami also changing it up. Ware comes in for Wiggins, and it's Smith in for Tyler Hero. Jazz trail by 7. Here's Collier. No made baskets yet. Looking to win the run. Love for 3. Rebound by the Heat.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Larson. Pass to Smith. Here's Larson. 3-pointer. Left side, Jaquez. The 3 is up. Smith outside. Shoots over Collier. A nice shot by Smith.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Filipowski. There's a screen by Love. For 3, Collier. The rebound by Ware.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
To the middle. Here's Smith. Oh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Miami shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Free throw, no good. Chibue's checked in for Love. Jovic, he's checked in for Miami. And the second free throw is good. Here's Bailey. Still no points. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Going inside for 3, Collier. Hendricks is checked in for Utah. And Miami with a change here too. Yakachonis is checked in for Smith. Heat leading by 10. You got to give Isaiah Collier credit. He's a young player who knows his role, Doris.
One of those guys who's easy to play with because his primary job description is facilitator. Give this young man credit for finding open teammates. That certainly endears you to the veterans.
And it's Utah with the ball. Miami making their last shot. Pass to Collier. They still need this. Sinks it from distance.
These kinds of defensive breakdowns drive coaches crazy.
Here's Jovic. And there's a pick. 1:51 left in the first. Here's Yakitonis. Goes up on the wing. Misses off the left iron. Fast break Utah. Here's Collier. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's Yakitonis. Pass to Larson. Miami moving it around. Three-pointer. Here's Ware.
Oh, wow. Incredible.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Here's Collier. He's got 5. To the left side wing. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
The three-pointer becomes a very high percentage shot when he's that wide open. You better get a hand in his face.
Pass to Jovic. Throws it up high.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Collier. Give him 8 points now. Here's Filipowski. And he makes it on the layup.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Heat leading by 6. Here's Yakitonis. Outside Jaquez. Pass to Jovic. Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball. And here's Bailey for 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Miami out in front, leading by 6. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on Miami so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
On the court for Miami here in the second. We've got Khalil Ware. Jaime Jaquez out there with Norman Powell. And it's Larson in at the point guard position. Here's Hendricks. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Collier. Pass to Hendricks. Clock at 6. Here's Bailey. Jaquez covers. Tipped. For 3, Collier. And it's Miami with a rebound. They held a 12-point lead earlier. It's Powell on the wing. Where the screen. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, well, a bit of youth movement for the Miami Heat. Their rising star guard, Tyler Hero, said, "We've got a bunch of young guys who can come in and put in the work, and that's what I'm all about." This is an organization that values that, and it's important that we all have the same vision as the young guys start to grow up. Back over to you, Brian.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie.
You have to keep connected from there if you're Norman Powell. That jump shot continues to improve.
Pass to Hendricks. And here's George. Here's Bailey. Now here's Filipowski. Ware covers. Outside Jaquez. Jovic for 3. Powell. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Now, Norman Powell has proven to be capable as a scorer. All three levels are part of his game. That time goes to the 3 ball.
Here's Collier. Give him 8 points now. Down low. In transition. Here's Larson. George defending. Jovic passes to Jaquez. Off the mark there with a 3. Jazz trail by 14. Pass to Collier. Well, Doris, one of the highest compliments you'll hear about ball handlers is saying you can't speed them up.
That's exactly right, B.A., because pressure against the best players doesn't bother them. In fact, the greatest players want more than one defender because then they know that puts their team at an advantage if they can make great decisions.
And it's Miami's ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Powell passes to Jovic, to the left wing. Shot clock at 5. From deep, connects from downtown. Jovic has got his first 3 points of the game.
This is the value of having those stretch bigs. Very hard to contest that jumper.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Lots to talk about here, guys. I mean, losing momentum and looking for answers.
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
The Jazz making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. And Miami also making a switch. Hero's checked in. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Hero against George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Markkanen. Just bullies his way in. Lauri Markkanen.
How about that? Markkanen able to take the contact and play through it. Big time finish.
To the inside. Here's Ware. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ware's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Bailey. No points so far. Here's Collier. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 5 rebounds tonight. Hero, the pass to Powell. Back to Hero. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Markkanen. Jazz trail by 17. Driving to the basket. The 11-footer. And the basket is good. Markkanen's got 7.
Boy, the mechanics of Markkanen's shooting is just so pure. You feel like it's going down every time he shoots it.
Powell outside. Pass to Ware. Hero outside. Miami needs to get off a shot here. And it's Ware missing. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Jazz. Now here's Markkanen. Here's Bailey. Back to Markkanen. Oh, look at the fin with the finish. Lauri Markkanen.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Jaquez against Markkanen. Jaquez, the pass to Hero. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Yeah, and this is why Hero was a lottery pick back in 2019, because of how incredible of a scorer he can be.
George passes to Bailey. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Larson. Here's Powell. Back to Hero. The three. Fires it in the triple. Hero's got 19 points.
Clean jumper there by Hero. He really knows his shot well.
Hero against George. Powell with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Shot to stop the run. Markkanen misses. Heat leading by 20. Now here's Powell. He's got 9. And again, it's Miami converting.
Okay, we see the mid-range game of Norman Powell starting to take shape, doing work.
For Utah, they've gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Doris, Norman Powell has been impressive ever since his younger days.
Well, he put people on notice in high school, right? He wins the dunk contest for San Diego County. He was on 2 All-State teams and won a state championship. And boy, he has proven a scorer in the league.
Now here's Powell. It's a 22-point lead, the most they've led by.
Smooth shot by Hero. Notice how he doesn't rush himself.
Utah's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. George passes to Filipowski. Here's Bailey. Powell covers. George outside. Markkanen sets a screen. George finds Markkanen. And Markkanen with the stuff.
You know Keontae George is an effective playmaker. He always seems to make the right decision with the ball.
Powell outside. Where the screen. And it's Powell off the drive. Here's Jaquez. Off target from 3-point range. The Jazz have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Pass to Collier. Here's Filipowski. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Bailey for 3. Jaquez grabs the board. Heat leading by 23. And he lobs it up to the rim. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. George passes to Filipowski. Back to George. Filipowski sets a screen. Out to the right wing. Pulls it from 20. Rebound by the Heat. Pass to Larson. Oh, George with a steal. Inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Checked in for Jaquez. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Powell. And Mitchell subbed in for Larson. Hero scanning the floor. To the inside. Shot clock at 6. And here's the fast break. Here's Mikhailuk. And no good. Excellent D there from Wiggins. Heat leading by 23. Mitchell with the ball. Still without a bucket. Adebayo from long range. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. Here's Mikhailuk. Check by Mitchell. And he makes it.
Doesn't get much easier than that. That is nice work.
We've got 1:13 left in the first half. Hero outside. Pass to Wiggins. Adebayo against Markkanen. They get the rebound. Outside Mitchell. Three-pointer, no good. Jazz trail by 21. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of this one. Here's Sensabaugh. Pass to Nurkic. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Well, everyone knows foul line and down is where Yusuf Nurkic does his best work.
Now here's Ware. Now Mitchell. Back to Hero. Now Adebayo. It's guarded by Markkanen. Sends it home from three-point land. Mitchell's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Markkanen outside. And the layup falls. Markkanen's got 13. A dominating first half of play. And so far, it hasn't been close. It's the Heat opening up a huge gap. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Spoelstra. Coach, the intensity has been there defensively. Are you pleased with what you've seen?
Well, they're going to continue to attack. I mean, that's the identity of their team. They're not going to stop, and you know, the ability to finish our defense with rebounds will be important.
You have to match their resiliency. Thanks, Coach.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. How about Tyler Hero displaying all of his skills today?
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
So it's Miami now. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. We've got Keontae George, Lauri Markkanen out there with Sviatoslav Mikhailuk. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Sensabaugh in at the 2 spot. And that's the group for Will Hardy as we begin the second half. Here's Sensabaugh. It's George on the wing, and it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Clock at 4. Markkanen sets a screen. Nice shot by George. George has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close-range look.
And here's Mitchell. Adebayo, a screen on George. Right side Mitchell. Hero outside. Adebayo sets a screen. Hero no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Markkanen with the stuff.
Well, we know Markkanen can flat score the basketball, and right now he's got his rhythm going.
Outside Mitchell. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Powell outside. Outside Adebayo. He shoots it. Can't get it to drop.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, when someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri. Guys, back to you.
That's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's George. Miami making their last shot. Markkanen outside. Nurkic a screen on Wiggins. It's Markkanen on the wing. Pounded by Wiggins. The offensive rebound. Nurkic's shot is good.
Yusuf Nurkic goes about 7 foot, 300 pounds. If you don't check him out, he's going to make you pay.
Powell outside. Down low. Adebayo, no good.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
It's Mikhailuk on the wing. Powell covers. The three. George drains the triple. George has got 7 points.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
And the more experience George gets, the more confident he looks.
Well, Keontae George is an excellent athlete. He's got positional size to play the lead guard, but he's got to develop as a playmaker. He took that step this past season, and we know this. The guy is elite athletically. Like, there's a lot of good building blocks here.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Sensabaugh. And here's George. Here's Sensabaugh. He's guarded by Hero. Mitchell against George. Markkanen from long range. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Mitchell. Outside Adebayo. Now Powell. Elbow shot on the way. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. 13 points here for Norm Powell.
Well, this guy very capable of capitalizing close to the rim. Norman Powell making an impact inside.
Pass to Markkanen. Utah moving the ball around. Nurkic a screen on Wiggins. Markkanen from long range. Mitchell grabs the miss. Nurkic finds George. Markkanen for 3. Doesn't go for him. And here's Powell. He'll bring it up for Miami. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Outside Mitchell. Hero outside. From outside the arc. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Markkanen. Down low, Markkanen.
Boy, Markkanen uses his size to great effect down low.
Heat leading by 15. And Adebayo, the bucket, on the assist from Powell. Powell's got 6 assists in the game. Here's Sensabaugh. George a screen on Hero. Now Markkanen fires the 3. Again, Markkanen missing. To the middle. Here's Wiggins. And that one is stuffed right through.
Now, the leaping ability and wingspan of Andrew Wiggins is helping him dominate above the rim.
Pass to Markkanen. Markkanen with a screen on Hero. Back to Markkanen. Wiggins with a steal. And here we go, the Heat fast break. And he drops it in from the low post. Wiggins has got 6 here in the quarter. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Heat?
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Just 5 on the clock. Puts it up from 17. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got his 6th rebound on the night. It's Hero on the take. Yes, it's good. 24 points for Tyler Hero.
You're coming in at full speed. Hero was just too quick.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
And your Blazers dance crew.
A different look for Utah. Bailey comes in for Mikhailuk, and it's Collier in for Sensabaugh. Jaquez is checked in for Miami. Pass to Bailey, and here's Nurkic. Hounded by Adebayo. Here's Bailey. No good. Unable to win this run.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process. Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Yep, that one's good. Markkanen's got 19 points.
This guy is on fire right now. Defense has got to step up and try to disrupt his rhythm.
Back to Hero. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Jazz. Nurkic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Bailey. Jaquez covers. Pass to Markkanen. There's the double team with Wiggins. George for 3. Jaquez grabs the board. Jaquez has got 4 rebounds now. Hero with it. Guarded now by George. And finished off by Adebayo.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
Now here's Markkanen, hounded by Wiggins. Pass to Collier. Markkanen sets a screen. Collier, no good. Miami's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. And it's good. 2 points. Adebayo's got 10 points in the game.
And with a strong physical profile, Adebayo is willing to battle, always on the interior.
Here's Bailey. This one for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Bailey's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Adebayo. Rebounded by Nurkic. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Jazz. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Strong finish by Bailey. Here's a guy who wants to slam it.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. He needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
So Miami going with an almost entire new group here. Ware's checked in for Adebayo. Jovic comes in for Wiggins. Larson's checked in for Norm Powell. And it's Smith in for Hero. Smith in the high post. Pass to Jovic. Now Jaquez. 6 to shoot. Here's Larson. Nails it from 3. Larson's got 5 points.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
Here's Collier, covered by Smith. Shot's good by Collier. He's got 10.
Yeah, when you attack in the painted area, good things tend to happen.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
There's a minute 59 left in the third quarter of the game. Here he goes. Larson with the bucket. 1:49 left in the third. Here's Collier. 10 points for him. Pass to Bailey. Here's Hendricks. Here's Collier. Filipowski in the high post. And the Jazz tack on 2 more.
Boy, the bounce pass put right on the money. Nice assist.
Now here's Ware. Here's Jovic. Pass to Ware. Here's Jovic. Launches a 3. The rebound by Filipowski. 59 seconds left in the third. Here's Collier. Over Smith. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. .24 seconds left in the third. Goes up at the strike. Larson with the bucket. Larson's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Collier. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Miami Heat up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be back in a moment. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Setting the floor for Miami. They've got Powell, Khalil Ware out there with Jaime Jaquez. And it's Jovic in at the 4 spot. The Heat shooting it at 61%, a terrific average. Here's Larson. To the paint. And a two-handed jam!
It's just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Now here's George. Pass to Bailey. Fires the 3. And it's Miami with a rebound. Ware's got rebound number 11. Powell outside. Miami moving it around. Now Ware, covered by Filipowski. Powell for 3. It's rebounded by George. George has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier. Now here's Filipowski. To the middle. Here's Bailey. And the layup is good.
Yeah, attacking in the lane. I like that. Bailey not just hanging out on the perimeter.
Now Ware. Pass to Larson. And here's Ware. Powell outside. Ware the screen. Puts up a deep three. Powell's shot is off. Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Collier. Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Filipowski. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul. First team foul.
At the line for your Jazz, Kyle Filipowski. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Hendricks. And Miami with a change here too. Hero, he's checked in for Larson. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Heat leading by 23. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Powell. Again, Powell missing. The Jazz have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. George outside. Pass to Filipowski. 6 on the shot clock. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Markkanen from long range.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Hero with it. Here's Powell. Here's Jovic. Hero outside. From deep. Powell outside. Pass to Hero. Ware the screen. Tries yet again. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Heat, Khalil Ware. 1 shot.
1 shot.
Utah has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Pass to Bailey. George scanning the floor. Here's Bailey. Puts up a 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Bailey.
George has got 7 assists in the game.
Well, Bailey is a shot-making machine, particularly off the catch at this stage.
Now here's Powell. Kicks it to Hero. Jump shot is good that time. And that's now 26 points for Tyler Hero.
Boy, you love the efficiency with which he's going at things tonight. This is what we've come to expect from him.
George against Hero. Here's Markkanen. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Markkanen's got 21.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight, there's no doubt, but it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Here's Hero. Soft touch off the glass.
Oh, Hero definitely has some tricks up his sleeve.
Utah's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Into the lane. Pass to George. Shot clock at 6. On target from range.
Yeah, Deontay George, that's part of his arsenal, folks. This guy's such a well-rounded offensive player.
Now Ware? Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Takes a step back. Here's Collier. Rebound Miami.
But the defense hanging in right there, making that shot really difficult.
Powell passes to Hero. Count that one.
Tyler.
Hero's got 6 here in the quarter.
Yeah, busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
George against Hero. George sets a screen. Here's Markkanen. Good on the bucket. 23 points in the game.
Ooh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
Pass to Ware. Now here's Powell. Here's Jovic. Gets the 3 to fall.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel. This guy does not love to operate in the mid-range, and it shows right there.
And it's Ware missing.
And the idea was good, but the execution severely lacking.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Now here's George. Markkanen for 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Markkanen's got 13 points here in the second half alone. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
Your Jazz Dancers!
Our Player of the Game award, Tyler Hero.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive, and the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
Well, it didn't start out with him being in this crowd's crosshairs, but as the game went along, he kept pouring it on him. It's safe to say they don't want to see this guy anywhere near their arena for a long, long time. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Hero outside. Wiggins from long range. Knocks down the long J.
Because sometimes Wiggins better off when he doesn't have to put the ball on the deck.
Pass to Markkanen. Rebound by Wiggins. The Heat have gone 7 of 14 here in the fourth from the floor. Mitchell finds Wiggins. Here's Powell. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. Pass to George. And here's Nurkic. Here's Sensabaugh. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And Miami going with a whole new group out there. Here's Yakachionis. Pass to Ware. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by George. George has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Sensabaugh. 3-pointer. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Here's Yakachionis. George defending. Pass to Fontecchio. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 is up. Hits a 3-pointer.
Boy, you allow a shooter of his caliber to get that good a look, and good night.
George outside. Now Markkanen. And he banks in the layup. Markkanen's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, every coach wants assisted buckets. Guys like George, they move the ball.
Here's Yakitonis. George defending. Has to Ware. That's tipped. It's stolen by Nurkic. George outside. Now here's Markkanen. Down low. Here's Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
That's just about size right there. Big Nurk, get up and get down.
Here's Yakitonis. And there's the call on Jusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
The Heat making a switch here.
Smith.
Here's Smith. Pass to Larson. Fontecchio, right side. Clock at 6. Where the screen. And Keontae George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
So Utah ends up going with a new group. And here are the Heat now. Pass to Fontecchio. Here's Larson. 5 on the clock. Offline with a 3. Jazz trail by 21. A minute 39 left in the fourth. Here's Bailey. He's guarded by Fontecchio. Bailey's shot is off.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why. Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Heat.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And one of the league's superstars, producing as he always does. What a terrific game for Tyler Hero.
Boy, it's not just the scoring he gave them. It was the efficiency with which he did it.
And so here is Miami, following the bucket by the Jazz. Pass to Fontecchio. Shoots over Bailey. And again, no good by Miami. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Out to the wing. Three-pointer. Buries it from outside.
Ace Bailey.
And the Heat with possession. It's a 16-point game. Here's Larson. That's what he wanted.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
One shot.
That's all you. Get in there.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Utah. Pass to Bailey. And here's Anderson. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
So it's the Heat winning this one easily. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
All right, to Allie LaForce with our player of the game.
Tyler, we know you are never shy. What gives you that confidence to let it fly when the pressure is on?
I like taking the big shot. My teammates, my coaches, they all trust me, put me in the right spots, and sometimes I make a couple big shots here and there.
Well, you give them a reason to trust as well. Congratulations.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Tyler Hero.